Hey, so if you were watching your favorite news station right here at 11 Live, you would know that the NBA is officially back.
Yeah, and we stayed up late with you for all of the actions. And it is the Hawks' turn to get the season underway. We want to head out to State Farm Arena, and that is where we find Maria Martin, also ready for all the action. Maria, there's plenty of fresh talent, new faces on this team, but they're also getting a pretty big piece back from injury.
Jennifer, if you were talking about fresh faces, I don't know if it's you and I, because we were up bright and early this morning waiting for NBA on NBC to finish. It was fantastic. What a start to the year. And when you're looking at the Hawks, they think they're going to have a pretty fun year, especially because of all of these new faces. But if they want to be as good as they think they are, they're going to have to rely on their core to perform really well. That, of course, is Trae Young, Zachary Risachet, and Jalen Johnson. Speaking of Jalen Johnson, he's entering his 5th year, but he's coming off of 2 straight years as the starter that have been cut short because of untimely injuries. Looking at last year, he was having a career caliber season before it was cut short with a shoulder injury. And his head coach, Quinn Snyder, said a couple of things that he's been doing in the offseason shows his maturation as a player, his attention to his defensive details, and the new guys around him are going to adjust pretty nicely to being his teammate because of his playmaking ability. Jalen himself, though, he's simply focused on playing a full year.
Yeah, I'm just focused on the season, man. I'm just focusing on getting better as a team and getting out there and just competing, man. I think all the outside noise and expectations, like I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about everybody inside the locker room and the people I'm going to war with. So I got a great support system with them. So I'm just going to continue to lead with that.
Trae Young, his teammate, giving him a nod of confidence, saying that Jalen Johnson could absolutely be an all-star. Tonight begins the journey to that one of 82. Hopefully some more basketball games there at the end. This one tonight against the Toronto Raptors. Now, speaking of guys that have been injured, we did get some very key injury updates from Flowery Branch with the Falcons today. They did have a walkthrough on Wednesday because they are still continuing to get ready for the Miami Dolphins, in which they play on Sunday. Quarterback Michael Penix Jr. was listed as limited on the injury report with a left knee injury. The second-year quarterback he got rolled up on late in Sunday night's game against the 49ers. And on Monday afternoon, head coach Raheem Morris said it was a bone bruise. While the team is monitoring his progress day-to-day, QB1 says he plans to be on the field and playing this weekend.
We ain't in college no more. Them days over. I don't think about that stuff no more. It's football. It's 100% injury. You know, I feel like it comes with the game. But at the end of the day, I got to be a professional. I got to take care of myself and, you know, on and off the field. And that's what I've been doing, and that's what I'm continue to do. And whatever it takes for me to be out there on the field, I'm going to do that.
He's the ultimate tough guy. You know, obviously, it's going to be based on movement. It's going to be based on what he can do, all the stuff that he has. You know, the organization will not put him in harm's way. We won't do that. So we'll get a better feel for when we practice in live, and we're doing some of those things on Thursday, obviously, and Friday and Saturday.
Mike's right about that. The NFL season, it is tough, it is long. Hopefully we do see him out there on Sunday. Now when it comes to linebacker Divine Diablo, who's been playing unbelievably for the Falcons, he unfortunately is going to be week to week with that fracture in his forearm, so we'll see how that plays out. But I will give you some good news because we don't want to end on the bad. Offensive lineman Storm Norton, who's been banged up throughout the season, his open to practice window, it is officially going to open, so he will eventually return to practice, according to head coach Raheem Morris. Back here at State Farm Arena for the Atlanta Hawks, absolutely nobody is injured. It's great to see everyone clean and not on the injury list today.
Well, coming up at 5:30, a bipartisan Georgia Senate committee is exploring a bold idea, eliminating the state income tax. So coming up, we will break down what's happening.
Hey, can you hear me? Yeah, I need someone to roll for me, so don't forget. Thank you.
Welcome back. Right now, we are keeping a close eye on the commute as we continue to monitor a new brush fire in North Georgia.
That's right. And that is happening in Cobb County. That's on I-75, just before 575. Take a look here. You can see that smoke tonight. This is brand new video just sent into our newsroom. Let's get right over to Danielle Moss, who is monitoring the impact that it's having on this commute tonight. Danielle, this is the second brush fire we have seen so far today. What are you seeing right now on the roads?
Exactly. And right now it is a mess. This is a brand new brush fire. This is at 75, right before 575. It's really at that Canton Road connector, if you're familiar with that area. This is a look at the smoke. There it is in the treetops there, still ongoing right now. The difference with this brush fire is we're not seeing any fire department on the scene there, but it is still making a very big impact on traffic. Once again, this is on 75 northbound in Cobb County, right there at that Canton Road connector, right before 575. It is going to be causing some very big delays. In fact, right now, traffic in that area moving around 17 miles an hour. Now, it does look like it is well into the trees. However, onlooker traffic is starting to slow down just a little bit. Here's an update on that brush fire that was happening. This is off the Beaufort Spring connector. You can see that the fire department's still on the scene of that one. What's happening is the winds are continuing to reignite some of these flames. They are very gusty, and we knew that we're going to be gusty around this time earlier today. And unfortunately, these brush fires are starting to get a little bit dangerous as we see those winds continuing to get a little bit stronger. As far as the traffic is concerned on the Beaufort Spring connector, unfortunately, you have a little bit of onlooker traffic that is coming northbound. Also, it is backed up all the way past 400. So still a very big delay in that area. That's just two brush fires that we're monitoring. Traffic in that area around 12 miles an hour. Also, an update for you on that overturned tractor trailer that was on 285 in Fulton County. This is right at I-20. Good news is we're starting to see at least 3 lanes open now. Unfortunately, they are still working to get this tractor trailer right side up. The good news is we did hear from Atlanta Police Department. They said no major injuries at this time, which is great news. We're starting to see things flowing a little bit better there because the backups were well past Camp Creek Parkway. So if you are on 285 northbound in Fulton County, you want to make sure that you allow a little extra time for that delay as well.